Alright, what up everyone? ZonoBRAH here coming at you with a new video. Today is going to be a special video actually. It's not going to be gaming, it's not going to be League of Legends, it's not going to be esports related. It's going to be a book review. If you hang out in the YouTube world and you watch and consume a lot of content, you have maybe heard of a guy called Jake Paul. I'm not going to talk about the drama, I'm not going to talk about his song, like him talking shit. I honestly don't really give a fuck about that. I think that they're doing this for entertainment and that they're doing whatever the fuck they're doing to keep their audience entertained. And while numbers are here to prove that it's blowing up and maybe some people think it's not right, I don't really care. I just accept whatever it is. But I was very curious of this persona. I was very curious about this character. As you guys may know, I'm very interested into social media and how someone can go from zero to like millions of views and followers and all that stuff. I saw that Jake Paul released a book that I've read in exactly like a day and a half. It was a very easy read. It's about 230 or 250 page. When I ordered it on Amazon, I was like, okay, so this is totally meant for like a 12-year-old teenage girl that wants to hang out with him. Like, this looks like straight up from like an Abercrombie commercial. But I was like, you know what? Let's just give it a try. If it's his story, like, I actually genuinely want to know his story because I feel it's super interesting. No matter who you are, like, if you go from being a kid, from being like a superstar, I just call it superstar because this is pure like internet fame. This is literally him doing stuff on Vine, meeting his fans, doing all that stuff. And as much as some people hate him for what he does, what he's doing right now is very interesting and it's very fascinating to me. How did I come by buying this book? I saw a podcast of him. I literally like randomly stumbled upon podcasts. I told you in previous episodes that I was watching a lot of podcasts, and one episode was with him, and he's telling his story. I mean, he was probably trying to promote his book or his new whatever, and I was like, yo, let's give it a try. Like, let's give it a try. I don't have anything to do. I'm just gonna read a book. If I don't like it, I don't like it. If I like it, I like it. And honestly, guys, I've been surprised on how interesting this thing is. It's not the best product of literature ever. It's probably written by someone that helped him or something. I don't know. I don't necessarily care, to be honest. There's some parts that are meant for his 12-year-old teenager fans or like his younger fans than me. Like, I'm 21 years old, by the way. Like, there's like first dating tips and all that shit. I don't really care. But it's still interesting to know that when he formulates a book, he cares about putting this stuff in. And I think that just this is very interesting when you think about it. But other than that, it really talks about his journey, and I love that. One second, guys, little break. Cheers. I'm not going to tell you his journey as like a whole, but basically it's a story of a young kid, like very young kid that has an older brother called Logan, and they're just kids that are bored of being in Ohio, and they're just making fun, doing videos, sharing it to their friends. And this is really what passionates me, is that today, a lot of people wants to be YouTuber. Like, I really wish to become a YouTuber. I want to make content. I almost want to make this for a living. I really do enjoy this. It's a challenge, and it's super interesting to see other people's story around it. He goes to his friends. He promotes his videos to his friends. He's like, yo, guys, I made this video. Go watch it. It wasn't a time where Vine didn't exist yet. YouTube was a thing. Smosh was like the biggest channel. I don't even know if PewDiePie was very popular at this time. And it's just him very organically having fun with his brother, recording it for just re-looking at it or like something like that, and him sharing it once, sharing it twice, getting like 10 views, 20 views, 50 views, 100 views, and then friends share to their friends, and then friends of friends share to their friends, and he really explains in details like the growth, the massive growth of his content overall. It is fascinating. Like, it's truly fascinating. And I honestly think everyone that is curious about him or curious about social media or how to blow up or how does those things happen? How does a kid like this goes from like zero to like, I don't know how much like millions of followers he has, but he's one of the fastest growing YouTube channel in the world right now, and I think it's fascinating what he's trying to do with Team 10, and it could be really it could be really a model to follow. I'm not talking about what he does that other people call him out for. This is their problem. I'm not necessarily here to say that. Like I'm not here to discourage people. I don't enjoy or take pleasure of criticizing what other people do, especially when they see success in what they do. But it's very interesting to watch his vlogs in a very business related and analytical way. Like when you see how he launches his merch and he's trying to sell it, how is the promotion, what is he trying to sell, what items is he trying to sell, what colors is he going to try to sell. If you see like the Team 10 house, who is in the house, what's going on in the house, whether like, don't watch this. Try to watch 1 or 2 episodes for no entertainment, but just to understand how this man works. I have respect for him. Even though some people hate what he does or an aspect of what he does, like his songs or whatever, I honestly respect the fact that he's a self-made person that just went and did videos for fun and and just caught an audience and knew how to snowball upon it. Some people get audience and they don't snowball about it. He went all in. He moved to LA at 16 or something like that, and he had he wasn't sure what to do, but he really went all in. And I feel like this mindset is so important. And he talks about like how you gotta want it. It's a phrase that I actually wrote here. This is a wall, by the way, where I'm gonna have quotes of like people that I appreciate, like from books or rappers or stuff like that. You gotta want it is something that happened when he got like into a Disney show. It's like his life motto, and it's very interesting how he describes it and how sometimes in life you have to go all in on things and not think about anything else, like not giving a fuck about other people have to say about your stuff and what you're trying to do, whether it's dumb videos or like writing a book or like being an actor or whatever it can be. So please guys, try to move past the hate or the drama around him, because this is very, I'm not gonna say like it's acted or something, but it's not something that really matters. Like, this entertainment is not for you if you're like 20 or 20 or like from 20 to 30-year-old. It's really for a younger audience. Like, I'm really actually curious to see the analytics and the demographic of his audience. But I get it that it could be very entertaining for like a teenage girl or like some teenage kids or whatever from 10 to 15 or 10 to 18 even. Move past this and try to see Jake Paul as a guy who literally started from nothing to become a monster in social media. Like, he's an absolute monster on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram. He was a monster on Vine. And even if it's not what you want to become, today you realize that even though Jake Paul started like that and with his brothers, today they're trying to tackle Hollywood and they have no fear, and I really respect that. When you watch their vlogs, they're all trying to hustle into movies and audition. His brothers is like that as well. Like, they really don't give a fuck what you think. If you think they're fucking idiots that are doing like videos for laughter and stuff, they don't give a fuck, and I respect that so much. Sometimes hate affects them emotionally, whatever, they're young. But the fact that they go all in, that this kid went to Disneyland and got a job, like he got a role on a TV show for kids or whatever that I obviously don't watch, but it's still super respectful. When I was a kid, it was Selena Gomez that used to play on a Disney show that I used to watch. Even Miley Cyrus, like, look what they've become now. Like, it's insane. It's really insane. And there's very fun stories about him walking on parties with like Drake and all that shit, and it's a good read. It's a very easy read. If you're not interested in the part where he talks about like his first kiss and whatever the fuck, like, you can just skip those parts. It's not very interesting, to be honest, but it's really interesting to see how social media growth can be attained, and just his story. Like, it's just interesting to learn about other people's insight, other people's story, and all that stuff. So this book is called You Gotta Want It. I think I paid like $15 for it on Amazon. I got a hardcover. I was like, yo, why not? I took up this because, well, this is really not this. I don't really get that, by the way, Jake, if you watch this video. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I put a link of the podcast below. I will also put an Amazon link to this book. Read it. Let me know what you think. It's a very easy read. I read it in a day and a half, and I'm not a huge reader at all. And yeah, very, very interesting. If you're interested in social media, if you're trying to become a content creator of some sort, this is a good read. It's not the fanciest pieces of literature, but it's very fascinating. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like this type of content, please let me know. I will see you for the next one. Cheers.